What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's video I am at Oaktree, but this is going to be a bit of a different video. I'm going to take you behind the scenes. Now as I said, I am at Oaktree and I'm here to get a few little bits done on my motorhome, trying to get the fridge done once and for all. But I'm also here to take a couple of vehicles out. Now, I'm going to take out my first A-Class, never driven an A-Class before. Then I'm going to try and take out a smaller vehicle, maybe a panel van or a pop top, and try and do a city park up. That is the plan. Now, I've decided to take a Heimer out for my first A-Class. It's a lovely little Heimer. I believe it's a 4-berth, so I'll show you around that in a bit. But I'm gonna have a full video on that, so I'm not gonna bog you down with that. I'm just showing you the nuts and bolts behind. When I do come here, I get some work done on the land yacht, but I'm also then taking vehicles out, and it's quite a process. So I have to move all my gear from my motorhome into another motorhome because they are all empty. Obviously, I've got my bag here with some extra clothes, and like toiletries, towels. A few other bits and bobs in there, and I try and pack as light as possible, but I just need the basics because obviously these are empty motorhomes, they're just shells, so I need to take everything I need to be able to like cook, sleep, do whatever I need to do with work. So I've got my laptop in there, I've got my iPad in there, and then I've got this bag here which has got a couple of frying pans, oil, seasonings, mayonnaise, chopping board, knife, fork, plate, you name it, it's all in there. Let's have a look. What else got in there? Even things like kitchen roll. Yeah, there's just everything in here. Oh, yeah, even things like for washing up for when I'm on site or wherever I am. A chopping board, salt and pepper. I've even got a little seat, one of these seats that you see at all the shows. So I've even got one of those with me. So if I want to sit outside, I can, but I'm not bringing a massive seat. It's just an option that I have the option to sit outside or do something. Then I've got my sleeping bag, and then I've got my pillow. And I brought a hoodie just in case it gets nippy. I don't want to bring much, but you have to, for the eventualities of what you need whilst doing these videos. If I fly through down here, I've got my Starlink there, Starlink Mini there. That's Pepsi. And then on the front here, I've got all my camera bag with all my cameras. And then right down there, I've got a tripod, and then I bought my electrical hookup cable. So it is like dismantling my motorhome because the TomTom's there, so I take that out. I've got a camera on the window there. The suction mount comes out of my motorhome. So you can see it's quite a full-on operation being able to move from my motorhome into here for a night or two to then do these videos. So it's not just like literally go pick up a motorhome and then drive off into the sunset, because I'd have nothing. I mean that would probably be quite funny, because I would just be sitting either on the sofa or on the mattress going, oh, I'm so cold, I'm so hungry. Let's face it, I'd order Uber Eats, right? You know that, I know that. I'd love to know if any of you guys have moved motorhomes or gone and rented one and all this and that, and what's the, can you get away with like minimal? Because I'm trying to go as minimal as possible, because obviously when I go back to my motorhome I have to pack all this back away. So it is full on, and I'd like to get it down to a T where ultimately I'd love it down to the thing where I just had a go bag and I could just like literally whoop, straight in, gone. But I can't. It's not possible. It's not possible. Especially because I'm recording all this, so I need all the gadgets and gizmos and tech. If I wasn't recording and I was just literally going on a weekend jolly, then maybe, because I just need this bag with my clothes and toiletries and a pillow and a sleeping bag, and then that'd be it. I'll be good to go. But yeah, I'm not on a jolly. Well,
you know, a little bit.
Right, that is the Heimer parked back at Oaktree. The guys will give it a once over just because I've been in it for the night, and then it'll be back on pitch, ready to go to one of you lucky lot. Fantastic motorhome, really is. First time driving an A-Class, that was pretty cool. Now, I need to get all my stuff out of there and then go take it, well, I was going to go take it to my motorhome and then start piling it all back in there, but I'm not now because I've just seen another vehicle which I think I'm going to have to take out. It's a Land Yacht. It's literally called the Yacht 80. Now, I was just walking around. My motorhome is just over there getting some work done. I just see it, I'm like, I can't not take a vehicle out that's called the Yacht, right? Because mine's nicknamed the Yacht. So, yeah, I'm going to get all my stuff, move it over to here, and then take this out for the night. And, well, yeah, because it looks pretty cool in there. It looks literally like a boat inside. It's amazing. And I'm just going to have a quick look at my motorhome because it's locked. Right, I've got the keys in hand. Let's go and have a look at what my motorhome's like because there is a lot of work going on. I'm not going to show you the full review yet because, well, got to keep you an eye. As you can see, there are tools everywhere. Oh, we're not going any further. So there is a lot of work going on in here and I am so happy for it. I cannot wait to have it done and dusted. It's going to be brilliant. It really is. So I will wait until it's done properly and then I'll show you everything. I think what is being done is going to be a hit or miss with a few of you. Some of you are going to give me some stick for it, but do we care? No, I want it. I can't wait for it. It's going to be brilliant. It's a warm day and we've just got back from lunch. Now, I know I work with Oaktree and I've worked with them for many years, but it's more like a friendship now. Me, Rob, Ben, Brad, we're all just good mates, and all the guys that work here, we're just all good mates. Now, we've just come back from lunch where we went to Hickory's. It's a bit of a tradition that we go to Hickory's and grab some lunch. So yeah, it was amazing. So we went to Hickory's and had the 50-ounce flat steak, I think it is. It's huge. I'll put some footage up now. We had it between us and it is just ridiculous. We had a few sides and the 50-ounce steak between three of us and we couldn't do it all. We just couldn't do it all. It was way too much. I think it's nice that we get to do that, you know, because we are good mates. Oh, I've not even had a drink yet. We are good mates. I mean, me and Rob go fishing quite a lot together, and then, like I say, we always go out for dinner or for lunch because, oh, why not? I love food. They love barbecue food. You got to do it, haven't you, really? Right. So just pulled into Morrison's, grabbed some stuff. This is the thing with doing these videos, which I've liked doing these tester videos. I know I've said I have to bring everything with me, but then I also have to go grab stuff like water, you know, Pepsi, food, anything that, you know, because they are just empty shelves. So yeah, it's a lot of running around and you always forget something. I always forget something. Right, I've just got back to Oaktree, dropping the mobile Vetta back. Now, I was going to be taking a panel van out or something smaller to the city of Birmingham. That was what my original plan was yesterday, but because I spotted this and I was a big kid and I wanted this first, I'd done that first. I was going to be taking out a smaller van into the city of Birmingham, but it's like 30 degrees today and it's just, I wanted to do a wild camp in the city, but it's just not going to work. It's just, I need to have the windows open and all this and that. I think I'm going to knock that on the head for now. I'm going to unload the mobile Vetta, get my stuff back into the Land Yacht down there and yeah, see how they're doing with the things. I need to go check them at home because it should be looking good. There's some cool little tweaks been done. Can't wait, I can't wait. The Max fan has just had a resealing. They've damp checked everywhere and it's like, you know, it's like between 12 and 15% of a damp reading, so it's nothing to worry about whatsoever. It was just a one-off. I mean, obviously I say one-off, it could have grown if it hadn't been sorted and seen to, but that Sunday morning when I got dripped on, I've sprung a leak.
that is not what I wanted on a Sunday or any day of the week, to be fair.
That was only the other day, so it's come straight in. They've gone straight up on the roof. They've had a look. They've taken it out, resealed it, put it all back in, good to go. And I'll just keep an eye on it, make sure nothing happens. But I can't see anything happening from that. There is no issue around it. Like I say, there's no damp readings, high damp readings or anything like that. I have left Oaktree and I'm now at Wagtail Country Park campsite. I've been here before, a long time ago. So I am back. I have left Oaktree. They've done everything that they need to do, but yeah, because I have been taking the vans out, a couple of motorhomes out for the last couple of days, I'll spin you around and show you. It just kind of leaves a bit of a clear up. So I mean, like, there's all my stuff that I mean, my bag needs to be emptied. You know, there's my Starlink and everything there, my tripod. Then if I bring you down here, I've got another bag here that needs emptying. I've got bags at the front here. My hookup cable, which I took with me. I've just got stuff everywhere which I then need to put back in its rightful place. But it's blooming hot. By the way, do we like my sign? Do we like my sign? Look at that. That is nice, isn't it? Right, before we go and have a look around the van at all the changes, it's time for a quick drink and to show you this. So I've been sent something new to show you all because there's some pretty good deals from VTOMAN right now, and this is their FlashSpeed 1500 with extra battery and the 400 watt solar panel, which is just over there currently charging this beast. Now, as the name suggests, yes, FlashSpeed 1500, it has got a 1500 watt output, which also peaks at 3000 watts. So it's not bad. It will handle quite a lot of gear. Now, this comes in at 1548 watt hours. Now, if you get the bundle like this one with the extra battery, that doubles your power from 1548 watt hours to 3096 watt hours. So if you are looking to stay off grid longer and do lots of things out in the wild and not want to plug in anywhere anytime soon, then this bundle might be right up your street and be the one for you. You can dovetail it with the 400 watt solar panel from VTOMAN and you are good to go. And if you do need shore power, this beast can recharge in under an hour. You can take in 1500 watts of AC, 400 watts of solar and 200 watts of DC. So you are good to charge it any way you see fit. Now, being LiPo 4 batteries, they say that you'll get 3000 cycles out of this and then it'll drop to about 80% capacity. But 3000 cycles from top to bottom, that's 10 years use on the daily. Now, having 12 outlets on the front of this, which does look pretty cool, doesn't it? Gives you the option to charge 12 devices simultaneously. Just a quick look at the ports. You've got 4 USB Type A's, 1 is fast charge. You've got 2 USB Type C PD ports, which are both 100 watt ports. So you can have 100 watt out of each, which is fantastic. You've got a port over here which says jumper cable. That's a pretty interesting little addition to have, definitely. And you've got various other ports all around, including your 12 volt cigarette lighter. Now, there is a little drawer just under the top of this one here where you can store all your cables and various other little bits. Now, the flat top design means these are stackable and they are very secure. This is on a little table, but they are secure as anything. Now, you guys know what these power banks are great for. They're great for being off grid, working outside, moving around. You don't have to just have them in the motorhome. You can take them out. You can take them in the garden, put them in the house, in the garage, in the workshop, wherever you need them. They pack a real punch and they're just so versatile, they really are. Now, VTOMAN have got some fantastic, absolute insane deals to be had right now. So I will put a QR code up here now, or click the link in the description, head on over and maybe grab yourself a bundle like this. Because like I say, they have got some absolute killer deals. These are bargains right now. Let's go check out what I've done in the motorhome because I am so happy it is finally done. The best thing has been installed permanently. I've had a little bit of a tidy up. There's still a few little bits here and there, but it is looking a lot more respectable in here. Not bags everywhere. Things have gone away in their rightful place. It is quite a lot of work doing that, and especially putting it away in all this heat. I'm just melting. I really am. But things are done. I've got 2 videos in the bag for them, for the A classes. I was going to be going to do the panel van tonight, but no one wants to see a melting fat dude on camera, right? No one wants to see that. No, it's just not good. It just wouldn't work, and it would be pure torture. Where are we and what we got going on? So this is the new kitchen layout. Look at this. Look how clean it looks. Now I'll put that on there, so let me just take that off. Look at this. Oh yes. How good does that look? and then the dishwasher is installed. Now I did try and explain how the dishwasher's been installed to be filled up, because it does come with a line where you can actually mainline it in. So if you had it in a house, you can actually feed it into the water system, and it pulls water when it wants water. Now that can't happen in here because the pump only gives water when a switch is switched, right? When the pump's turned on with the little micro switch. I don't know what all that was about then. So that wasn't going to work. It couldn't just freely pull water when it wants. So the other function where you can just top it up, the 5 litres at the start, is what I've been doing. So what they've done is they've drilled a hole into the lid, attached a plumbing part, they've fed that into the water system, and then they've put a switch on that. So then at the beginning, when I want to use the dishwasher, I just turn that on and it will run water straight into the top like I'm pouring it in, and then it'll bleep when it gets to 5 litres, and then I turn the switch off. This is the switch here. I just turn this on and it will start filling up. This will bleep when it gets to 5 litres, and then yeah, like I say, just switch the switch off, press whatever mode I want, turn it on, and then it is plumbed into the wastewater as well. So then it'll just go into the grey tank. But this is brilliant, right? Now this does open other options up, because this lid only comes to here. I could have a little shelf here, just a little shelf, and then I've also got space at the back here, because the lid doesn't come all the way to the back, so this here is just space. So I could hang some bits here or put some utensils. Not sure, but it does open options. It does open options. Now, I recently bought this pan set from Lidl's. 3 pans with a removable handle. Perfect. I can't use the big pan with another pan on here. It's too big. So that's one thing that I've just realised, which is fine, because if I'm cooking something in that big pan, then it is quite a big dish. That is fine. But the two smaller pans, they do work. As you can see there, they fit fine. But there is a but. Where I used to store these pans was in the oven, because the oven was just there and it was a big box and it had space. Now I've got to find a new place for the pans. I could somehow store them. Let me store them here like this somehow, maybe. Not too sure, but I'd have to make sure it's proper secure, because I don't want them to, you know, drop onto the glass. You've got to admit, this is just a nice area that I know I did have it before the dishwasher, and I had it with the cooker, but now I can just, you know, I've got the area back and I can just use it to what I want. So I can start doing some, you know, I can prep vegetables. Vegetables, what am I going to say, vegetables? That's such a lie. I can prepare meat and cheese here, let's be real. Maybe the odd onion and mushroom, but that's it. But then I've still got all this room here. Now, up here, I'm going to get a new air fryer. So I've got to think about my kettle as well, because the new air fryer is going to be probably a bit bigger. Next little update is the Max fan. They've taken it out, they've resealed it, all good to go. I'll just keep an eye on it, but I've got no worries about that being sealed now. I've got no fear about that. Well, let's talk about the fridge, shall we? It's still here, it's still here. So Oaktree had a good look at it. So we run it for 24 hours on electric, and the main thing of this test was if it didn't get cool, then the coolant's done and it's dead in the water. There's no point trying to salvage it. We run it for 24 hours on electric on 240, and it got stone cold. -20 in the box in the freezer, and 0 degrees, 1 degree in the fridge. Perfect. That was on full blast, so you know, that's good. We then run it on gas, and then it went to the opposite end of the scale. It got to like plus 20 and plus 18 or something stupid like that after 24 hours on gas. So we knew gas was the problem. Now, the guys have taken the gas stuff out. They've given it a good old clean. And then there was a wire that connects to the spark, I think it is, or something, and it was quite rusty and quite, you know, it probably wasn't earthing properly. At the moment, I'm going to check the app. You can see the temperature today in the bedroom. It says it's 35 degrees, so you can see that. But in the fridge and the freezer, you can see the temperatures are coming down. Now, we're currently at -11 in the freezer, and we're at 8 degrees in the fridge. And like I say, it hasn't been on for it's only been on for about 4 or 5 hours, and it is struggling in this heat. I'm struggling in this heat, as you can see. But fingers crossed, that is it. The saga may continue, hope not, but we are looking good at the moment. I'm still going to keep the EcoFlow fridge running in the living room. Might put that in the garage eventually, and keep that as a backup if the fridge, you know, does its job and stays cold. But we're looking positive, very positive. What a week, eh? It has been a busy one. On top of being hot, it has been a busy one. It really has, but it's been a fun one. I've enjoyed taking you behind the scenes. Now, this has been probably a bit of a higgledy-piggledy video, but that's pretty much what my life is like when I'm doing this kind of stuff, running around here, there, and everywhere. But yeah, it has been a absolute banging week. I'm glad to get a couple of videos out and take the A-Class out for the first time. That was brilliant. And then the yacht was brilliant. It really was. I love the beds. That was so cool. I am over the moon with the modifications that have been done in the motorhome. I love that my dishwasher is finally installed, full-time, permanent. The oven has gone. Yes, some of you are probably going to think that is an absolute epic mistake, getting rid of the oven, but I absolutely love it. I mean, I can still cook on the hob, so if it's really deep and dark in winter and I've got no power for whatever reason, then I can still cook on the gas. That's not a problem. The fridge is looking good. That's definitely a positive sign. I'm really happy that the fridge is back on the cool down. Just need the new air fryer, and then maybe give it a new look. The whole kitchen a new look. What do you reckon? Should I do that? Should I give it a fresh look? Drop your thoughts and comments below. I'd love to know. Should I give my kitchen a makeover and give it a nice new look? And what do you think about the dishwasher being permanently installed? Let me know, because I know some of you are going to love it. Some of you are going to absolutely tear me a new one. But hey ho, I'm here for all that. Massive shout out to Oaktree, Rob and the team, legends. You cannot get a better team. They are second to none. Got to say a massive shout out to them, because they let me film this behind the scenes. They let me take out vehicles, and they've sorted my motorhome out, which is fantastic. I'm over the moon with what they've done in there. So yeah, thanks to Rob and the entire team at Oaktree for letting me do all this. If you are in the Nottingham area and you are looking at a motorhome, camper van, maybe upgrading or getting your first, then definitely swing in. All the motorhomes are available for you to look into. There is no pressure. There's tea, coffee and ice cold water on hand. So go down there, even a biscuit. Go down there, grab a biscuit, have a cuppa, walk around some motorhomes and find your next motorhome or camper van to go out and explore. Let me know what you think of what I've done to the motorhome. Is it the right move? Is it a bad move? Have I messed up? I think I've done a winner chicken dinner. Now I'm going to kick back with a Pepsi and chill out, because I am cream crackered. I'll catch you in the next one. Take it easy. Bye.